What's going on, guys? We're back in the garage. As you can probably see, the truck is not here. So, probably saw the title. We have a list of issues we had with the truck today. This is the first time I've taken it out in a while, and this is the first time with actually having all the suspension built. So, for a long time, the flex plate has been kind of getting worn down, and the starter grinds on it. So it wasn't a big deal, you know, it's always been able to work through it, get it started. So get it off, get it on the trailer, get it out to where we're going, and then now it doesn't want to start, and then sitting there trying to start it, of course burnt up the starter. So that was the first problem. So went, got a new starter, swapped it out real quick. Then finally got it started, kind of, but in changing the starter, realized that the block was cracked where the starter bolts in. The flex plate was way more fucked up than I realized. So yeah, there's that. So it needs a new flex plate, has a new starter now at least. And then I'm also going to have to figure out how to weld the crack in the block so the starter stops freaking moving when you crank it. On top of that, started really heating up some of the wiring for the starter, sitting there cranking it, trying to get it to start. So probably have to double check all of that. The reason the truck is not here is because I can't really get it off the trailer because it doesn't start. So I can't drive it up the driveway. With my old truck, I didn't care about pushing it up the driveway. With my new truck, I really don't want to push the truck up. So that means training's got to come out, change the flex plate, put the starter back in. Other issue we had when we finally did get it running is that it overheats bad. So it's got an old aluminum radiator that I've had forever. It's got two super cheap fans on it, no shroud. One fan is on the front because they don't both fit on the back. So yeah, so a whole list of issues. So yeah, so because of all that, the truck is in storage until I figure out what I'm going to do. So probably going to end up having to try to drop the transmission with it on the trailer, which really not looking forward to. But yeah, we'll cut to tomorrow in storage and I'll show you guys the truck. Alright, so here we are in storage, guys. So let's go over what happened yesterday when we tried to take this thing out. So overheated, this lower radiator hose blew off, but like I said, that's happened before. This thing overheats pretty quick every time I try to take it out. So have ordered a new radiator and fans. I'm not sure if you guys can see in there, but this one's pretty jacked up. I've had it repaired before, so it's got a few rows soldered shut. A lot of the fins on the front are pretty bent over. So, but then the other issue was burned up the starter in it. And then I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but right there where the starter bolts in, there's actually a pretty good sized crack in the block. And so when you crank it, you can actually watch the whole thing kind of move. So, you know, great stuff. Brakes still suck balls in this thing. No, it's manual brakes and only the front is hooked up. So I'm waiting until I can order the disc conversion kit for the rear, until I try to even hook all that up, because these drum brakes are so destroyed, and I've tried to fix them before and they just fell right back apart. Another thing is the battery's dead, doesn't seem to be holding a great charge. So the main issue though is that the flex plate is pretty chewed up. So yeah, I doubt you'll be able to see it really well, but it's just ground down pretty good evenly, and so the starter doesn't really want to engage. Actually, the starter's stuck on it. Where's the camera at? Yeah, the Bendix on the starter is actually stuck to it, so that might be part of the problem. So yeah, so in order to change the flex plate and be able to start this thing, means we got to drop the transmission. Alright, so from this side, I don't know if I'll be able to get the camera in there where you guys can see, but you can actually get to all of them from right here inside the truck. So the real question is going to be this side, because it's got the steering column and all that stuff in the way. Yeah, this one will be a little more fun, to say the least. Alright, but at least it looks like it may be doable. Alright, we're back in the truck now because it's hot outside. So, yeah, ordered lots of parts for it. They should be here by next weekend. So hopefully next weekend I'll be able to have a video of throwing all the new stuff on. I do have an idea after looking at that, seeing that that starter's stuck to the flex plate. I'm thinking maybe it just doesn't have enough shims in there. Actually, it doesn't have any shims in there. So hopefully that may be the easy solution, is I can just shim that and get it so it's not stuck to the flex plate. So we'll try that first before we drop the transmission, and then worst case, like I said, I already ordered a new flex plate, so worst case I'll have a new one for if I ever need to drop the tranny. But yeah, so hopefully I can space it, and then I'll be able to put this thing in the garage, because I really don't want this thing sitting out here. It's just too easy to mess with. And then as far as the crack in the block, that's definitely going to have to wait until I can get it in the garage, because I really don't want to bring portable generator and welder and all that kind of stuff out here to try to fix it on the trailer. But yeah guys, that'll be it for this one. I'll probably make a video once all the parts come in, and then we'll go from there. Hopefully next week I'll be able to throw everything on and we'll get it running again. So, see you guys later.